learned a lesson from her, because the greatest thing about Mama Cheryl is that she is positive in every aspect of her life, and things always seem a lot happier when she's around, no matter what. She's been with us through the good, bad, the ugly. No matter what, she's behind us, and she's really a rock all the time, and she's always serving others, and I hope that's a life lesson that you take away from her, and how much she does for others, and serves others, and man, she's leaving a legacy that's unbelievable, and more than I could ever do as a football coach. So if she can come up here, Mom Cheryl. Absolutely awesome for us, and you always knew when she was there, when she was not there, because when she wasn't there, then the boys had to pick up the practice field, and when she was there, you knew it because as soon as we were doing practice, we looked around, everything was already picked up and put away, and it was awesome. But she did a ton of things for us all the time, and I know she was put in a lot of hectic situations too on the sidelines, so we thank you for your 4 years here, Michaela Sanders. I ended up spending so much time with them, and even as I'm getting ready to announce some of these seniors here and talk about them, the only thing I can picture is them as freshmen a lot. And I just have numerous stories about all of them that will probably take a long time here tonight, which, get ready, I'm going to tell a few stories, but, I can even just picture Pedro and Heflin as freshmen. When I picked them up on the activity bus at 6 o'clock in the morning to go lift, and I just remember them wrestling in the back of the bus all the time, and it was constant, and I'll never forget that. I remember saying to myself, I can't believe I'm going to have these guys for 4 years. But they were awesome, and I remember even a kid coming in his sophomore year who looked like Justin Bieber, and he had a haircut on him. I wasn't exactly sure who it was, and then he had I watched him get stronger and stronger every single day, and ended up being an unbelievable football player for us, but his development and growth over the years has been unbelievable. I won't mention his name here forward. So cute. Anyways, as I called him up, I just, so many memories come flooding back in my mind, and it's been an awesome 4 years with these seniors. They were part of 3 consecutive playoff teams. 2 of these seniors that we have here tonight have the most varsity starts in our Panther co-op history. They amassed back-to-back over 1,000-yard rusher and managed to average over 30 points a game this season for the 4th consecutive year in a row. So tonight, really, I want to highlight those guys and talk about them. They've been a close part of my life, for 4 years. They mean a great deal to me. So that's what we're going to start off with here, is announcing those seniors and talk a little bit about them. First up, I'm really going to miss his personality. He was an unbelievable player for us, started as a sophomore. He spent a lot of time in the weight room, big weight room guy, and he was a great leader for us. And there's definitely a lot of memories here, and I think you guys know a lot about him too. He's kind of a rah-rah guy on the sidelines too. Bring him up first, Pedro Herrera. Our next senior here was a first this year, who was a great addition. Got a lot of friends on the team, and it was just fun to have him around, and that's Logan Holland. develop into young men is been a pleasure to watch. End up starting for us senior year and doing a lot of great things for us. Had a lot of tackles this year, and we asked a lot of them, asked them to be in pass coverage, asked them to learn a lot of formations, call the string for us, do a lot of different things for us, and I thought he did a great job this year. Colton Zagner. Our next senior year started for 2 years for us, and was a part of a lot of fun times. Like I said, part of that offensive line that I loved watching go for really the last 3 years, and then 2 years he was a huge part of that, and he really could play anywhere on the offensive line, because we did move him around a little bit, practice in different spots, but really got it done at right tackle this year. Brad Huffman. Up next, and I tell you what, I'm just going to flat out miss his personality every single day, because he just cracks me up, cracks the team up, and is always, and this is something that everybody doesn't know about him though, he understands about every position on the offensive and defensive lines that we have, and could step in any point, any place, any time, and could do it without a flaw, and knew what he was doing, which was impressive, because that's a lot to understand and a lot to memorize. So that's Brett Emery. Because you always hear about our offensive line, you don't necessarily hear about our tight ends, but had some electric plays this year. Had a couple, big plays in the air. But everybody doesn't see how well he blocks, and I thought he progressively got better throughout not only this past year, but this year, and also fun progress to watch. Chris Shemp. Our next senior developed probably more than any of the seniors that I've had, just from beginning to end, as far as what the beginning product looked like to what the end product was. We're so far apart. It's amazing, how much these guys change and grow and develop. And he was one that constantly developed and constantly just stuck with us. Even though he didn't get a ton of playing time early, he just kept getting better and kept getting better. And then this year stepped into giant roles for us. Ended up even starting both ways in a lot of games, not coming off the field really ever. And it was just fun to watch that, and fun to let him have that senior experience that he had. And especially he made some big plays for us too. Hunter Mitchell. Spend a lot of time coaching him in, because he always did exactly what we asked. A few things here or there that we had to correct, but it was just fun, again, watching his progress. He was somebody when he was younger, I wasn't sure that, he would make his way into a spot, but he just kept working and kept working, and found himself a position, and started there for 2 years. James Biba. Our next senior here is one of those seniors that is tied in our co-op history for the most starts, varsity starts, that we've ever had. And I don't even think people really realize it a little bit, because he was kind of quiet as a sophomore and junior year, but really to me came out of his shell his senior year, and constantly just, he's a true warrior of what you want on your football team. He never really hurt, he never really got injured or anything like that, but he's all over the place, both ways on special teams, and to me he had an unbelievable senior year. And like I said, he's tied for the most starts that we've ever had in our co-op history. No heats. He was, again, a 2-year starter for us, and played a ton of football, played both ways, played injured this year a little bit, a lot bit actually, and really never missed a snap. Just playing through injuries. Loved his toughness this year. Fantastic kid, Ian Work. On the field, off the field, extremely smart, a lot smarter than we are probably. He does that a lot with his questions. I mean, he had tons of questions all the time because he wants to understand everything that's going on all the time because he is processing and thinking a lot. But like I said, he was extremely tough, loved to hit people, just loves the contact of the game, which I just love to watch that. Seth Cameron. Our next senior again here, it's going to be odd not having one in the backfield because, like I said, I have for such a long time now, for 8 years now, for 4 years, this particular player. And once again, just knows our system so well, understands the ins and outs of it, understands exactly what we need out of him, and also is processing constantly about where everyone's supposed to be, and was a great coach. On the sidelines as far as telling me what was going on all the time. Gonna miss you, Jack Power. Is just blessed with a lot of natural talent, and I think everybody has been able to witness that now for the last 4 years, just all the natural talent that he possesses. But I don't know that everybody sees, how hard he works behind the scenes as well to develop those talents. And that's something that's extremely, actually rare in all honesty, because someone that possesses that much talent and works that hard and is also that humble about that is rare today. You just don't see it every day, and to accomplish all the things that he has done is unbelievable. He rushed for over 1,600 yards his junior year. He rushed for 1,023 yards this year, but only in about 5.5 games, which is an unbelievable feat. He rushed for over about 10.89 yards per carry, which, as I said, is just dynamite. It's video game-like numbers. And also started for us as a sophomore at linebacker. Done a lot of great things for this program. Dylan Bennett. One of those hard-nosed, tough kids that just loves the contact of the game. And that to me was evident after every single game he played. He really looked like he went to battle. That's all we can ask about all these kids, just to give their very best. And I knew that was his case after every single game. You could just look at him and tell that he gave his very best. Every single play, he left everything he had on the field. And like I said, that's all we can ask of any of them, to give their very best. And he did this, and he did this through the weight room. He did it in the summer. A great leader for us, I thought, in the weight room. Riley Gallatin. Our next senior here again had an unbelievable senior year. Really understands exactly where everybody's supposed to be. Constantly is checking for us, is constantly putting people in the right position. I thought he was really the emotional intelligence. As far as the emotional intelligence of our team, he possesses the most. I think he could feel out our team where we were at, how to calm people down when they need to calm down, or how to pick people up when they need to pick people up. And that's rare as well in a young man, and how mature he was. But like I said, had an unbelievable senior year. Rushed for over 700 yards and threw for quite a few as well. And had a great senior year, Philip Course. tackles, he was just as tough as anybody. And that was the most fun to watch in between the tackles. How he could take on fullbacks, how he could take on guards, how he could take on blocks, and just go finish tackles, which was textbook a lot of times in between the tackles. Just a ton of fun to watch. And as I said again, this was a kid that I remember watching him his freshman year. I mean, 25 pounds on the bench press. That's all he could do. You know, and that's awesome because I just watched that grow exponentially each year. And watch his development was unreal. And then, you know, now as senior year, I mean, I couldn't even get in the weight room with these guys anymore. You know, some of these guys up here and how hard they worked for 4 years. And this one, to me, just exudes that hard work. And everything came out for him, too, and came out well. Cheer forward. In our last senior year, again, possesses a ton of natural talent. But again, excuse me, I don't think everybody understands on how hard he works and how much time he puts in the weight room, how much time he put at camps, how many times he went really traveling all over the country to combines, you know, and just constantly, you know, has a passion for the game. And that's something you can't coach, is having this love of the game and the passion of the game. And I think he loves it, well, I know he does. Loves this game as much as I do, if not more, by all the time that he put in. Had a star-like performance his senior year, and is also the other player that we have tied for the most varsity starts ever in co-op history, and that's Jack Eflin. Again, these seniors, you mean a lot to me. I can't really look any of them in the eye right now, I'll be honest with you. It is hard. You know, I think of all of you as my sons, and you know that you know, I'll be here for you for anything that you ever need. And I know that I've enjoyed watching you all become men, and I know you're all going to move on to bigger and better things. And I enjoy watching that success and hearing about that in the future. Thank you for everything.
I'd probably say after Amboy, after we came out and had a huge second half. And in the locker room, after the game, it's just we're all so happy. Homecoming game, revenge from the year before. Just everyone was just in a great mood, all dancing around, slipping and sliding with our cleats on the locker room floor. I mean, I don't know, I get chills thinking about it. I mean, it's something that's going to last me forever. But yeah, that was by far my favorite memory this past year. I always told everyone, yeah, I want to beat Newman, but Hall I've always wanted to beat more because I put third year in a row where we have them beat and we lose by 1. And that just, it's like getting your heart ripped out. stomped on in front of you and they try to shove it back down your throat. That's what it felt like. And just for it to be my last game, and that's how I went out. It's just so disappointed. But my mom told me after the game, everything happens for a reason. You never know if someone's going to get hurt the next game, big car accident. So I don't know. I just kind of played it by ear. I mean, I'm recovering from it, but that's always just going to hurt me, and it's going to motivate me for the next level. Yeah, I mean, with the wins thing, you look at 4 of the 5 teams we lost to, they won their first round playoff game, 20-plus points. I mean, I feel like 3 of them are state competitors. Yeah. I mean, actually, all 4 of them can be. I mean, it just depends. I mean, this conference whoever wins this conference is a legit team. Like, that's how I look at it. It's like we're underestimated, but we can play ball up here, and I hope for the best of luck for all 4 teams in the playoffs. I hope they all make it far, represent our conference great. I mean, the 4 top teams, I mean, they're great teams, and they deserve everything they have. They're hard workers.
Yeah.